The Miami Dolphins are once again in the spotlight after a frustrating 30-17 loss to the Green Bay Packers. Playing far from the sunny comfort of Florida, the team faced harsh, cold conditions that exposed a weakness fans have seen before. When temperatures drop, so does Miami's performance, and the numbers back it up. Quarterback Tua Tagovailoa has yet to win a game in sub-45-degree temperatures, now holding an 0-8 record in those frigid matchups. It's a stat that's tough to ignore and raises pressing questions about the team's ability to handle adversity when the environment is far from ideal. After this latest loss, linebacker Jordan Brooks didn't hold back. He spoke openly about the team's struggles, making it clear that the problems ran deeper than just the cold weather. His words painted a picture of a team that lacked fight and determination, and his honesty was impossible to miss. "Simple as that. I thought we were soft today," Brooks said after the game. "I don't know if guys was too cold. I don't know what it was. I feel like the elements played a part in how we played as a group, and that was the result that we got." His frustration resonated. It wasn't just the physical challenge of playing in freezing conditions, it was a mental and emotional failure to meet the moment. Sure, the cold weather added a layer of difficulty, but the lack of effort and grit was something that couldn't be blamed on the thermometer alone. This was a loss that went beyond stats and strategy, digging into the heart of what it means to compete. Head coach Mike McDaniel addressed Brooks' comments in a way that showed he wasn't looking to brush anything under the rug. He viewed the remarks as a candid assessment of the defense's inability to execute one of the most fundamental tasks in football, tackling. McDaniel didn't disagree with Brooks. Instead, he pointed to the same issues, using the moment to highlight where the team fell short. "I think specifically what Jordan was talking about. I think that has to do with the tackling or the lack thereof," McDaniel explained. "So much of the production, over 100-some-odd yards for them offensively, was as a result of tackling, and I think that was a collective issue." That's a damning acknowledgement. The numbers only make it worse. According to Pro Football Focus, the Dolphins missed 23 tackles during the game. That's not a typo, 23 missed tackles in one game. To put that into perspective, it matches the total number of tackles they missed in their previous 3 games combined. It's a staggering failure that directly contributed to the Packers' success and Miami's downfall. McDaniel didn't sugarcoat the problem. While he acknowledged the cold weather and the short week leading up to the game might have played a role, he didn't let his team off the hook. The issues, as he saw them, were rooted in the fundamentals, or more accurately, the lack of them. "I saw a consistent failure of tacklers to bring their feet through the tackle," McDaniel stated. "Just picture diving and leaving your feet to try to wrap up, as opposed to bringing your feet through the tackle, which is our number one fundamental emphasis. That kind of mistake isn't just technical, it's mental. It's about focus, discipline, and preparation. Diving for tackles instead of driving through them isn't just poor form, it's cutting corners. It's the kind of error that turns manageable situations into disasters and close games into one-sided losses." McDaniel made it clear that while the cold and the short recovery time weren't ideal, they were no excuse. The opponent faced the same challenges and handled them better, and that's a bitter reality for any team to face. For the Dolphins, this isn't just about one bad game. It's about a pattern that's beginning to define their season. The inability to tackle, to fight through adversity, and to execute the basics has now put them in a precarious position as the season nears its end. The pressure is mounting, and the margin for error has disappeared. Brooks' frustration was evident, and perhaps it was necessary. His bluntness after the game wasn't just about venting, it was a call to accountability. The Dolphins have shown moments of brilliance this season, but those moments are meaningless if they can't find consistency. This loss was a wake-up call, a reminder that talent alone won't win games if the effort and execution aren't there. The question now is whether the Dolphins can respond. They have no choice but to fix these issues quickly, with the season on the line. Tackling isn't just about technique, it's about mindset. It's about proving to themselves and their opponents that they can rise to the occasion, no matter the conditions. Whether it's freezing temperatures or playoff pressure, the Dolphins need to show they're capable of more. Time is running out, and excuses won't cut it anymore. The clock is ticking for Miami to prove they're more than a warm-weather team that folds when the elements get tough. This loss wasn't just a setback, it was a challenge. How the Dolphins answer that challenge will define the rest of their season.